The housing sector is back to running on all cylinders, and so is the house flipping business. The number of people who flipped a house is at levels not seen since before the recession. And Wall Street Journal reporter Kristen is here to break down the numbers. Kristen, thank you for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
So first, let's take a look at a chart that's in your story. It shows this house flipping business was literally off the charts in 2004, 2005. There was a huge dip, and now it's creeping back up again. Investors are seeing a huge opportunity here.
They're seeing a big opportunity. There's a lot of factors kind of working in their favor right now. So, of course, housing prices are rising all across the country, but also there's not a lot of housing inventory. So that creates a lot of competition, and there's huge demand among home buyers.
And this is like the house flipping we see on television.
It is. It's exactly. And in fact, TV shows have kind of played a big part of this because people watch that and they say, oh, that can't be that hard.
It's so amazing. And what's the average price, or what's the average profit people are making off of flipping?
Well, that's kind of the amazing thing. Profits have been rising like crazy. So after the financial crisis in 2009, you might make around $19,000, and now it's like $60,000.
Wow.
So that sort of entices a lot of people to get in.
Yeah, definitely. And big banks are following suit.
So this is kind of the big deal that's happening now. A lot of big banks like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, they used to be able to fund these house flippers directly, but after the financial crisis and all these regulations, they can't.
Right.
So now they are making loans to the lenders that fund the house flippers, and they see a big business there.
Yeah, so this is a huge opportunity.
It is a huge opportunity for them, and it's just kind of taking off right now.
And Silicon Valley is also involved.
Silicon Valley is also involved. They're making loans directly to the house flippers. So we have these two new forces coming into the market.
Wow.
A lot of the times house flipping is funded by cash, but now a lot of house flippers have these loan options.
Right, and in your story, it's about 1/3, right? Funded by debt.
Yeah.
But it can be hard to assess the risk for this house flipping business. It's not like owners moving into a home, occupying the home. Why is it so difficult?
It's hard because, first of all, not a lot of loans have been made, and the lenders are very fractured, so it's hard to kind of keep up to date on what's actually going on in the sector. However, we have shown that historically foreclosure rates are lower on house flipping loans, except in 2016 they shot up again. So that's kind of one warning sign we're sort of starting to see.
Interesting. And speaking of the future, what can we expect for this industry, particularly with the President Trump rising rates? Will this cool off, or will it continue to boom?
Well, I mean, there's obviously some concern among people that are kind of looking at this and having deja vu. So, you know, there's concern that there could be, I hate to use the bubble word, but maybe that the market is oversaturated. So there definitely are experts and flippers that are worried about that.
All right. Well, Kristen, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Love this story.